Hello, welcome to my channel and my love to all of you. This is Anshu Sharma here. Immersion pods, what are they and how are they used is our topic today. What is immersion? Immersion is the action of immersing someone or something in a liquid, and it also means deep involvement in something. Like we say that he or she is immersed in a book, or she is immersed in watching a movie. According to the information given by Cosmic Agency on immersion pods, which is a new concept, immersion pods are usually white in color with a transparent cylindrical cover on top. There are two main types: dry immersion pod of short duration and wet immersion pod of long duration. The one you are seeing in the picture is a medical pod. So you can imagine the immersion pod might be similar. So this is for dry immersion, where a body is placed and is subjected to electromagnetic frequencies for healing purposes. So both the dry immersion or wet immersion provide electromagnetic stimuli to muscles and internal organs to keep the body healthy. In the case of wet immersion pods, a special liquid, such as the one in medical pods, provides nutrients to the body during its long stay in suspended animation. In the case of dry immersion pod, a person dressed in special clothing, usually a white romper, gets in there and relaxes in the pod with the computer attached to him, using frequencies that specifically target each neural group within their brain, diverting and altering their perception towards the desired experience or body. So basically, immersion pods are used to divert consciousness from one body to another body that aligns with the same frequency. And immersion pods are also used to alter one's own perception for a desired experience. So this experience can be for entertainment, educational, or any other purpose. We can imagine the use of simulation for car driving and for use for pilots for flying the aircrafts. In the case of long-term immersions, a person enters the pod and is immersed in the special liquid that preserves their body for a long period of time. It can be decades or even hundreds or thousands of years. The usual is years to decades, that's what they say. The person is immersed in the liquid and takes it in internally, and then the very frequencies of the immersion, controlled by the computer, put the person to sleep and then divert their attention to the desired previously prepared body. All the nutrients go through and are in the special liquid the person is immersed in. The immersed person wakes up when the sensory perception signal is returned. Sleep in itself is another form of immersion and obeys the same principle. In sleep, consciousness is directed to another density, where subtle or energy body travels and experiences different space-time locations. After immersion purpose is over, in the case of liquid immersion, in dry immersion, the person just steps out. The pod returns to its horizontal position, so the liquid is drained. It is then passed through another liquid to clean the body. Attention is then returned to the body and he or she begins to awaken upon receiving sensory input again. Muscle atrophy does not occur due to constant electrical stimulation. So from sensory electrical stimulation, body is returned to its natural sensory input again. The liquid contains all the nutrients. It is of natural origin, but it is artificially created. It is like amniotic fluid combined with intra-brain fluid. It contains cellular nutrients as needed and oxygen. It feeds the cells according to what they need. And everything is done with the senses of the machine itself. So the machine senses and the machine provides through the liquid. The liquid is periodically changed and it maintains the body well. The diversion is done with energy, and this is a very high technology. I mean, we can get a sense of it because we have seen it in the movies. Once the immersed person wakes up, the body he is using goes back to using his memory from his astral body or gets his consciousness back from the matrix. So the consciousness or the memory, as we all know, lies in the astral body, the energy body. So the soul which is inhabiting the body at that time can use the same memory. And also there is another way of getting the consciousness is from the matrix. So that's another way of getting the consciousness back. And immersion is a life experience. The immersion experience will change the life, the consciousness, the way of being of the person who experiences it. Many races, including reptilians, use it a lot all the time and at an abusive and unethical level. They impose their thoughts on the people to control. Now let us see how the idea of immersion in pods emerged. Many starseeds and humans walking around on Earth in their biological suits are connected via chips, implants, or memory implants basically to their original bodies. This is the concept here of using the pods. That many human beings and many starseeds through their memory implants or chips are connected to their original bodies, the original bodies which are lying in the spacecraft in Immersion pods. The reference of similar thing is also given in Hindu literatures and religious texts, that there are granthis or knots which are energetic knots within the brain and also within the body. And when we open these knots through spiritual practices or food discipline, then we are vibrating at the similar frequencies of other higher beings or ETs, and we open ourselves to higher knowledge. There have always been stellar beings, ETs, stepping down in 3D bodies in order to experience, uplift, expand, and ascend limited perception of physicality. So how it all started was initially these higher beings and ETs observed, enjoyed, and even manipulated 3D reality simulation. Just like humans enjoy playing and interacting video games simulation. This idea progressed further to creation of immersion pods. Because many people wanted to experience living in a limited perception of density on third dimension. So they wanted to now enter the 3D bodies with their consciousness, while their original bodies stayed in medical pods, healing technologies, in a controlled state of hypersleep. Somewhat like, the kids want to play, not just watch the video games, but they physically want to, with their consciousness, enter and become a person who's playing those games, and then with their consciousness move that hologram, the person hologram in the video games. So the concept of immersions pods could be taken as being an extension to the concept of souls walk-ins. The walk-in souls or wandering souls themselves having bodies elsewhere in immersion pods is definitely a new concept. But it makes human body being just a biological container to house souls from countless places. But it also explains why humans are so different from each other, because their souls and consciousness is different. We are all familiar with the idea of a soul and ideas of souls walk-in. Some of us might have witnessed soul possession in real life happening to others, or if not in real life, then at least definitely on movies we have seen them. The concept of these wandering souls having a body lying in immersion pods is definitely mind-stretching. After all, everything is mind, and its creation, what you believe in, becomes a reality for you. So now how you take this information is up to you individually. If it resonates, take it, accept it. If it does not, then reject it. But whether it resonates or not, please do write your comments in the description box. We will take this topic further in our next talk and explore it a bit more in organic souls, organic portals. And if you like this video, please subscribe and share. Feel free to watch other videos related to a topic which fascinates you in my channel Anshu Sharma 90. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening. Love and light, and we will meet next time. Take care. Bye.